I come from a mountain bike background, and so I really enjoy pushing drop bar bikes from like a mountain biker standpoint.
All right, I'm about 15 minutes outside of Durango up in the hills, and Payson lives up here, who is a 2-time mountain marathon national champion and a single speed world champion, which means he has the tattoo. He also shreds gravel bikes, has an amazing mustache, and a podcast, amongst a bunch of other stuff. So we're up in the mountains looking for Payson and hoping to go shred with him.
How's it going?
It's going great, dude. How are you?
Good to see you.
You as well.
Thanks for making the pilgrimage into the hills.
Dude, this is amazing out here. You have like an adventure setup over here.
The climbing wall, great full body workout. I'm not great at climbing, but it's a nice, way to stay strong, stay sharp.
I'm not a climber either, but I really want to try Payson's climbing wall. So you got to remember, as a cyclist, big legs, tiny arms. You really got to try and work your core and your upper body.
No guarantee that all the holds are tight, but
you tell me when I'm halfway up.
You will learn.
You got a podcast, man. Tell me about it.
Yeah. About 2.5, 3 years ago, that's when podcasting was exploding, and I didn't want to be trendy.
So hip.
He's pretty trendy, if you can't tell. I mean, look at that guy.
I told him
this is the definition of hip.
I told him no several times, and then finally they were like, here's a list of people you already know that we think you should talk to. It's like, good point. These are really cool people.
The first time that I ever met you or heard of you was through my buddy Nico, and it was before Mid-South. And he's like, this guy Payson's coming out. And I was like, who's Payson? And he's like, he's a mountain bike marathon national champion. And I'm not familiar with that in any way. So I was like, when he runs with a mountain bike, like 26 miles with a mountain bike?
Valid.
So I really wasn't sure. So
Yeah.
I still have this question. What is marathon mountain biking?
By UCI definition, it is a mountain bike event that is more than 36 miles, less than 100 miles. Anything over 100 miles is ultra.
Yeah.
Anything less than 36 miles is cross country.
Do you find yourself more comfortable the longer the races, or do you prefer one that's like maybe shorter, being that it's like 100 miles?
Yeah, I don't know why it's ended up like this, but I more and more am feeling like I'm sort of a survivor as a racer.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, like the more grueling an event is, the longer it drags on, the more it becomes a race of attrition, the better I do.
Yeah.
So that could mean like really weird course conditions and weather, like Mid-South was. Could mean, even like a multi-day bike packing event. Like I'm dabbling more in that.
I want to see this. I cannot wait till you start doing ultra endurance races, man.
Yeah.
Payson, you just got done riding across Iceland, and you set the only known time, which is also the fastest known time. Congratulations. And you did it on the new Explorer group, which has the dropper post and the fork with the shocks. But I think to me, the big thing is the wheel set.
I come from a mountain bike background, and so I really enjoy pushing drop bar bikes from like a mountain biker standpoint.
You're like, I can hit that. I got that.
Exactly. And so, well summed up. And so when they were describing this 101 Explorer wheel concept, I was like, oh, yes. And so basically we did a bunch of back-to-back testing, and the thing that I noticed almost immediately is that I felt so much more in control on technical rough terrain. And the cool thing is we were recording power meter data and heart rate data, and so we were able to go back and look, and my times on challenging technical descents especially were actually pretty similar for the 101 and the control wheel, but my heart rate was way lower for the 101, and I was mind blown.
Because you were like more in control.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, data. This is
You put
sweet.
the numbers to the shred.
Exactly. And I think that if I had been on terrain that I wasn't familiar with, I think I actually would have been faster on the 101. Yeah, so anyway, we didn't know what was between Akureyri, Iceland and Vik, Iceland. I didn't. We knew that there was 257 miles between North and South Coast, and we knew that there was the Highland Plateau, which is this insane, notorious plateau that literally looks like the moon and was so washboarded, just like blown.
130 miles of washboard?
So insanely rough. And I remember getting up there and just thinking, oh God, this is going to be a very long day. Because I didn't know, I thought there was a chance it would be like 13, 14 hours.
Totally.
And I thought there was going to be a chance that it was going to be 40 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And as soon as we got up there, I was like, this is going to be 40 hours.
I saw videos of you when you finished. You look relatively chipper for having ridden 250 miles.
It ended with about 100 miles of pavement.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling like a rock star.
Yeah. That's what you love to see it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sick. So that's wild. So the 101 wheel, motocross, mountain bikes, gravel bikes, from the dude that shreds. Do you shred motorbikes?
I've ridden a dirt bike once in my life.
That's good, me too, and I crashed it, so don't. He shreds mountain bikes, and now he shreds gravel bikes on mountain bike technology, and that's pretty much the jam.
Cheers.